Hello! So today I want to show you how to make a rainbow bullet journal with Dutch doors. Here's what we'll need. For the planning we'll need a ruler, pencil and eraser, and a compass would come in handy. Then we'll need some fine liners for the black lines, and of course water brushes or normal brushes and watercolors, and some rag to clean your brushes on. And of course our trusty bullet journal. Let's get to it. Now, in case you didn't know, Dutch door is when you have a part of your page cut out. It can be in any shape you want, but of course when you cut a page there will be part of the page underneath visible on this side and also from this side. So that's good to take into account. That's why I planned a little bit, so that I have a page that will look good on both sides. Thank you for being here, and I hope you get something out of it. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe to get some more. Once for a change, I'll post my monthly bullet journal setup before the month starts. I'm learning, right? So for March, I chose rainbow theme since Patrick Day and Holi and Purim. A bunch of colorful festivals are all in March. I'll blog about them if you're curious about different cultures, but first let's focus on what I'm doing here. First, I drew a half circle with the diameter of the width of the page, in layman's terms, so that the half circle touches on both sides of the journal. Then I cut one part out with scissors. I drew the half circle onto the next page so I know what part of that page will show through. I erased the unnecessary pencil marks and added bottom line of the half circle that will become a rainbow. Now some math comes handy. I measured the diameter of my rainbow, that is the width of my page, and since March has 5 weeks, I divided it by 5 to get the width of one color stripe that will represent 1 week. And what was left will be the middle bottom part of the rainbow. My journal is a little bit less than 15 centimeters, that is 6 inches wide, and one stripe will be about 2.5 centimeters or about 1 inch wide. I then drew half circles with compass and extended the bottom part further down with ruler. Here we'll need math again. I divided 180 degrees, that is half circle, with 7 days of the week and got 25.7 degrees. But decided to stick to the round number, and what will be left will be the small part for the number of the week. I measured and drew the lines, dividing the days of the week on the 25-degree angle from one another. Then I raised the lines a bit and painted the rainbow. I like to start with the yellow because it's the color that is easiest to get dirty, and so I keep it clean. Then I just move on in one direction of the rainbow. Yellow, orange, red, violet, you know the drill. And on the other side of the yellow are green and blue. When I'm painting the last arc, I inserted a scrap piece of paper between the pages so that I don't get the paint onto the previous page, since this one is cut. I'm repeating the rainbow on the previous page. That is one half of the cover, which will become the to-do list for March. But I didn't want the whole rainbow on my cover. I didn't want to repeat the exact same design, so here I painted the cloudy sky on both sides of the rainbow so it will look okay with the rainbow. I added title with brush lettering. This can't really be called calligraphy, it's not that well yet. And on the bottom I painted some grass and added some shamrocks because March and green and shamrocks go hand in hand. Below the half of the rainbow I added color stripes for the titles of my to-do lists. I decided to add the dates in white on black circles to make them stand out from the very busy background. So I just took a pencil with intact eraser and stamped with it and archival black ink. When I was stamping the dates, I messed up and made one day too much, but I just added an arrow in it instead of a date. Don't worry if you mess up. It's just for your personal use. Then I painted another big rainbow for my happy page and trackers. Yes, I will try circle trackers once again. I really like the look. It's just nightmare if you don't do things every day or forget to track. Another good reason to do it and track it every day. I'm doing the exact same thing, adding a hippie quote and headers. For trackers, I called Math to help me once again, since I needed to divide 90 degrees angle now into 31 days, plus a wider part for the titles. I figured 2.5 degrees intervals would work for me, and they did. In case someone is not very close with math, you can just use these measurements, and all the others are also in the description below. I started on the horizontal line of the bottom of my dots and then counted how far up I should go. Then I just wrote a date into each part. When I was deciding what to track next month, I consulted my February tracker spread, what I want to keep and what I can let go. Some things I prefer to track by counting hours, like for sewing or for our acro practice, or sometimes the number of repeats, because I don't do this daily, nor do I intend or plan to do it daily. And here is the whole journal, cover page and the to-do page, then my monthly, my happy page and trackers. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below and I'll try to make them happen. How do you like it? It's a bit different than my usual, but I really like the rainbows and colors, so I hope you do too. In case math was confusing, there are measurements below in the description box, so you don't need to do it yourself. And I hope to see you next week with my weekly rainbow bullet journal. Bye bye!